Do you have an Airtable or a customer records in Airtable with an empty follow-up message field? Let us use N8N to automatically generate the message and send it back into the Airtable. So, but before going to do that, my API limit is credit limit. I have exhausted it. So we are going to run this in two ways. Either I use the OpenAI to do it automatically, or to use the edit. So for that reason, I am going to use the edit. So look at what we have here. This is an empty follow-up message. So what do? We'll go to our N8N to create a workflow, and this is it, and we'll call it this workflow. We're going to call it let's name our workflow. We'll call it client follow-up automation. Okay, then our first trigger is going to be what? Connecting our Airtable to N8N, and this is it here. This is our Airtable, and this is what we have here. I click on this new Airtable. So I'm going to set up the parameters. Well, this is our credential account, and this every minute, and I am going to get the base URL and the table URL. And to get that, you go here, click this in open, and use Ctrl+L, then Ctrl+C. You have copied the URL that will serve for both for the base and for the table, and you paste it, and you paste it. Then what will be our trigger field? Our trigger field will be what? The status. That is when the person is contacted, so, or the client is contacted. Look at what you have to do. You do what? Drop what? The follow-up message, and click on fetch this. No, it does not exist. Sorry, it does exist. So we are going to do that, then we'll fetch. Did you know why? Because I wrote this S in small letter instead of capital letter. So be mindful how your table is. If your first letter is starting with an alphabet, a capital letter, you have to maintain it. So what do we do now? So instead of going to open the OpenAI, connecting it here, which will automatically do that for us, but since I have exceeded my limits, that's why we are using the edit field to do that. So I come here, I click edit field set. So we'll pick this. So now we'll leave it at manual mapping, and we're going to add our fields. If you watch, you will see that we have this in Airtable. So it has brought out the status here is contacted, and you already picked what? Mercy. And what name are we using here? We're using what? Follow-up what? Follow-up message. Okay, and what will be our string? We'll say, hi Mercy Williams, thank you for your interest, for your interest thank you for your interest in our automation. Service. I am following up to see if you have any questions or if you would like to discuss the next steps. I look forward to hearing you. I look forward to what? Hearing you. So we are going to add fields again. Okay, we are not adding any field here. So we have set this thing up now, and that is it. So we are going to execute this step. And it ran what? Successful. So we have set that up now. And what else do we need to do? We need to update it on Airtable. So we'll click here and we search for Airtable in order to do what? Update the record. So what action do we want? We want to do what? Update what? The record. Now, our resource is record and our operation is create update, and we are going to put again our base and table URL like we did before. Then I still have it, I paste it. I still have it, I paste it. Okay, so we are fetching the columns now. Columns to match on. So we have the client's name, we have the email. Let's just choose everything. We have this, we have this, and we have the follow-up message. You get that? So we'll come here now. So the email, we are going to write Mercy Williams, mercy@gmail.com. This email does not exist. Then we are going to select automation. We are going to status contacted. The follow-up message, we are mapping it here. Okay, that is the follow-up message. It's ingesting, so you can see the results already. The JavaScript has put it, and we are using we say Mercy Williams. Mercy Williams. Okay. That is it. So we are going to do what? Execute this step. And it ran what? Successfully. So you can see it, everything ran what? Successfully. So what do? We go back to our Airtable to do what? To see whether the information has updated. Mercy Williams contacted, time, and this is the message. And when you click it open, you can see I said, when I was typing it, I said, "Hi Mercy Williams, thank you for your interest in our automation service. I am following up to see if you have any questions or you would like to discuss the next step with us." So that is how you can connect Airtable and N8N to automate your customer follow-ups.